Hey, it's Videobob. I haven't done an update on the Texas shop of Bob's Prop Shop in a while. Haven't been here in a few months, actually. So let's catch up. So yeah, people get confused all the time. They're like, oh, Bob, I thought you lived in Vegas. I do live in Vegas, but I also have my place in Texas. We've had Bob's Prop Shop here since this location since 2010. And, I've been going back and forth. So people ask me, well, how do you do that? It's not that hard to do. It's not that big a deal. So I'll show you what's happening. A lot of you are new viewers that have come in. So Bob's Prop Shop is our shop where we build custom cars, sort of like this DeLorean time machine here. That's our 46th car. Just sold that today. And we travel back and forth by truck and trailer, but also by plane. I can fly back and forth here on Spirit for like $100. It's a two and a half hour flight. Whole process takes about 4 hours. By the time I go to the airport, get checked in, taxi, fly, catch an Uber or whatever. So it's a hell of a commute, but it doesn't really cost a lot. And if I use my Spirit credit card, I'm a gold member, I can generally fly here for free most times, or for a few bucks. Doesn't cost me much. So I can come back and forth. Things have been really slow lately, but we still build these DeLorean time machines, and this one here is ready to rock. Yep, so this car here, this is our 46th DeLorean time machine that we have built here at Bob's Prop Shop. My guys kicked ass on it, and we gotta fix this mirror. It just got broken off when we were moving it. That's going to be fixed in just a moment. We have another mirror we're going to put on there. We keep these things in stock because these things happen. Anyway, this car is finished. It's been lowered. You can see how low this car is. The car runs like perfectly. Great car. So this it's covered in dust. It's been sitting in the warehouse for a little bit. So we're gonna wipe it down here shortly. We're gonna fix that mirror. I know that's embarrassing, but the car looks fantastic. Did a great job on this thing as always. These guys kick ass. The quality of the way these parts come out, it's just fantastic. And I'm really happy with our work. There's a lot of people who build these cars now. Not a lot of people. There's 2 or 3 people who do it. We've been doing it since 2004. And I think that the way we do our cars, I'm really happy with it. Really happy with the way they turn out. This is our trailer that we use to move stuff around. And this is the big truck over here. I don't know if that FedEx truck's coming for me or not. So we use this to move stuff around. This is the new self-driving dually. Posted a video about this thing. This thing's rigged up with this comma AI system in here. I talked about this before. This little module up here, right there. That thing interfaces with the rest of the truck and it drives the truck. So when I make these trips from Vegas to here, it's 1,200 miles straight. This tank here holds 150 gallons of total fuel between the two. And I can go all the way without stopping for gas. Some truck just drove in here. Whose truck is that? Is that Chris? Who is that? Who is this person? Sorry, it's the next day. It went from being nice yesterday. It's cold as crap today. That's how Texas is. It is like November. So anyway, as I was trying to explain, I've just been constantly bombarded with distractions. I'm trying to get this warehouse cleared out. Because I've moved to Vegas and I kept the shop here. I'm going to keep the shop open, but I've realized that I get this question all the time. People are like, oh, how you'll move to Vegas? I have my building in Dallas. It's still here. I still have a staff here. We still build cars here and props. It's still fully functional. It's just that without me being around to moderate, it's gotten to be pretty messy. And so eventually I will close the shop and sell the building or rent it or whatever. But right now it's just in You know, I have the Vegas place. I'm tired of explaining this to people. There are cars and planes. You can travel throughout the United States freely. And it's like every single time I post a video, people ask a question. I have a shop in Texas. I also have a shop in Vegas. I drive and fly between the two. Okay. Anyway, I'm giving you a tour. People like to look around. You know, I was watching my buddy Adam the Woo. And Adam, he's way nicer than me. I get frustrated. He's very calm and even tempered. Maybe it's all the caffeine. I don't know. But I get frustrated easy. I'm annoyed right now. I'm just annoyed. I'm covered in dust. And I've been really busy and I didn't really have time to even make this video, but I was like, man, I need to do this before this all changes so drastically. Then it doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to take you for a tour of the shop as it looks now and tell you what we're doing. Okay. So let's just do that because people like to, it's like cribs. It's crib shop edition. That's what it is. Here we go. This is a car that was in production. It's a time machine, obviously. That DeLorean over there in the corner is one I brought here from California. This is a car that I bought from Beverly Hills Car Club. Don't buy cars from Beverly Hills Car Club. They told me this car was running. That's how the engine was. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Good job. So I got ripped off on this car. So we're actually going to end up probably changing the entire frame. We're going to redo the whole engine of this car. In the end, this car is going to be completely restored, is what's going to end up happening. So that's a huge project that we're going to do. So right now, it's just kind of, every time we have some spare time, we work on that car. We just sold car 46, so that one over there is going to be car number 47. That's a great car. That car runs, drives, the thing fires right up. It's got air conditioning. That's a good car. Nothing wrong with that car. That's Omar's police car. That's my HHR. That's gonna be a Trans Am. That's my trailer. So we've been just redoing this whole bay, and so just clearing. Like we're putting all the Trans Am stuff over there. That's all Trans Am Night Rider stuff, and then this whole section is Ecto Cadillac. This is random Ecto DeLorean. This is all DeLorean up there. This fridge is broke. I like this picture. This is a picture of AJ Quick. AJ Quick runs gbfans.com. gbfans.com hates my guts. This is AJ Quick dressed up as me going to like Dragon Con dressed as me. Isn't that hilarious? What a prick. Look at this. Here's some Ghostbusters or the Back to the Future old skateboards. I'll probably eBay those. These are all Trans Am headliners for Night Riders. This is a big pile of wire that we need to reorganize. We go through a lot of wire here. Look, a left front fender on a DeLorean. Those are worth money, but it's dented. We're going to fix that. There's some rails. This is like a little solder station that we use. It's quite messy. You can see how many times this has been drilled and burned into over there. I need to just flip the table around. Just every 10 years, flip the table around. Let's see what's going on over here. We'll go upstairs. That was an event. What was that event that we did? Ooh, was that GameStop, I think? Go up here. This is where I keep time machine parts and things. Like these are all the green tubes, and these are various different bits and parts that go onto DeLorean time machines. There's a flux capacitor. These are all ready to mount various parts. These are just things that you find on time machines. Random bits and bops and parts and pieces, and a lot of wrong parts we never used. Just different things. Hubcaps for the plutonium chambers, like these. That's a wrong heat sink. Hoses. But you know, this used to be covered with crap. Now we can walk. We can actually walk on it. We put this extra rack up here. So now we can move around up here. Chargers. We're not even really using these chargers anymore. And so that's the thing. We have a lot of leftover stuff. Here comes Chris. There he goes. Star of Scream machines for 10 seconds.
For 10 seconds.
Mr. Fusion's over here. Brand new DeLorean seats. We keep these in stock because when we bring a car in, it generally gets a full refurbishment. Like these seats here came out of an older car that we just pulled, and then we put new seats in. We do keep covers around. Usually what happens though is, like, you know, when a car comes in, unless it's already perfect, everything gets new. That's why we have like all these old headliners and stuff, parts and things. And by the way, don't ask me, is that for sale? Will you sell me that? No, I'm not selling anything. You'll know when I sell it, when I put it up for sale. Don't ask me, will you sell me that? How much will you take for that? You know, I'm not interested. This is stuff that I've been cultivating for years. You know, I'll let you know when I want to sell something. That was RoboCop's computer. This is all Ecto stuff I'm saving up. The sirens, the lights, the tanks. We're going to be building probably 2 Ectos. So we have 2 of everything. We're trying to get 2 of everything. Some of this stuff's correct, some of it's not. But there's a bunch of Ecto building fools out there that are drooling right now going, oh my God, oh, I want that so bad. I've been collecting this shit for 10 years to get these things, to build these cars. That's what you got to do. And then over there in that section over there, don't fall. That's all just Trans Am Knight Rider. So that's from the movie Ghostbusters 2016, Answer the Call. In the scene where they go into the Aldridge Family Library, this is the actual sign from the movie. I was in the film. I was in the movie. You'll see me in it wearing my regular outfit. And I brought back a ton of stuff from that movie. And I am gonna probably sell that. I'll probably sell it. It's like, what am I gonna do with it? Right? But you know, like, what would somebody pay me for it? I need a decent amount of money just because it's a really nice easel just for what it is. That thing probably costs $1,500, $1,000. It's brass just by itself if you were buying that. And its screen is Ecto lights, not for sale, not for sale. No chance in hell. Forget it. Anyway, so we're reorganized. As messy as this might seem, you should have seen it before. Like, these are, every time we build a car, see that center console? See this thing? See that? That comes out of every DeLorean so that we can put the, well, focus for me. There we go, focus for Daddy. So we had, like, I don't know, 15 of those laying around. So we boxed them up. We are selling those. But this is the same set you saw when we did the TV show Screen Machines. Now available on Amazon Prime. All right. This is the other side of the shop, up in the loft. Just DeLorean parts, totes, and fenders. There's another left fender. Knight Rider wheels. Set of 14s and 15s, for those of you who know. There's a Bob's Prop Shop sign that never got hung up that I welded together. And I'll probably take that to bigger. There's a whole set of vents ready to rock. Goes on the next time machine. So yeah, you're getting to see up in the cracks and crevices. We had a whole, this is a 5-ton air conditioning unit back there that I put in this year. So like both of these bays are fully air conditioned. Imagine how lucky these guys are. They get to work in fully climate controlled, air conditioned space. Let me go down. Here's a little toaster oven and whatnot. Okay. All right, let's see what's over here. This is the casting room. This is the climate controlled, humidity controlled room. Not right now, but when it is, this is when we're making plastic parts in here, you know? So like this is a part we make for the car. It's called the Janitrol. Every car has one, every time machine. Now, the original one is made of metal. And we've cast it exactly. And there's 2 schools of thought, right? There's other Back to the Future builders that are building these, right? And they're either 3D printing them or they're CNC cutting them out of a piece of aluminum. And their argument is, hey, mine's made out of real metal. But this one is molded from the actual part. So every little detail is fingerprinted on there exactly. And yeah, I know it's plastic instead of being metal. But to me, I'd rather have the actual thing as it's represented. You know what I'm saying? Just like these things. These are plastic, but look how good they look. Those things look legit. Our dude Brian, he makes these parts. It's like you can actually unscrew this thing, and it comes out really well. I mean, it's plastic. Well, it looks real. Looks like the real thing. So that's what we do. We make all these little bits and parts, and it's kind of a mess in here. So we're rearranging all of this. These are just flux capacitor parts. Look at that. Like, these are the tubes for the flux capacitors. We have 1,000 of them. They're just ready to go. These are all proton packs. We have 3 proton packs. There's 2 Mattel and 1 Hasbro. And if you know what I'm talking about, those are the Mattel ones. That's the Hasbro. These are for sale if somebody wants them. But the thing is most people are buying the HasLab versions. I'll sell these for $3,000 a piece. They normally go for $3,500 a piece. But, you know, I don't expect anybody to buy them. That's fine. Let's see. Let's see what's over here. It's getting dark. That's why I needed to start filming. It's getting dark in here. Pantera stuff. You know, I used to work for Videobob and Pantera and Damage Plan, and I have a ton of his old stuff. Like, I got to get rid of this job box full of cables, right? This is the last time this stuff was used was their last show. What, Damage Plan? 2004 probably. So if you are a big fan of Pantera and you want to, I'm going to have to close this. It takes 2 hands, 2 people. So this thing is just full of snakes and cables and snakes and sparklers. Those Damage Plan boxes, right? Pantera. It's all legit stuff, you know, and I got to do something with it. It's got to go. I got room for it. Over here, I got to dig this out. This is a RoboCop arcade game. And it's the only one in the world that RoboCop himself has played because Peter Weller signed it. Dr. Peter Weller, I should say. Right, Slimer? That's right. And I asked him if he'd ever seen one. He said no. So he signed it, Dr. Peter Weller. He signed it twice because he didn't like the way he did it the first time. He signed it again. It's funny. It's all just stuff. It's just stuff. Okay, there's the light. So can you tell if this hose is real or plastic? That hose is made of plastic. Isn't that crazy? There's that Janitrol thing. When we're done with it, it looks like real metal. How about that orange silicone hose? Nope, that's plastic. Right? Is this one plastic? Nope, that's a real hose. Can't tell which one's real, right? That's the thing. That's what we do. Is that real metal or is that plastic? No, it's real metal. So, this is how we build these cars. Pretty fun, huh? It's pretty amazing. Some of Vinny's old clubs. This is a brand new rebuilt motor. It needs to go back on another Trans Am. Runs, drives. Let's see. I'll take you on a tour of my apartment. This was just an office, right? So it was just this office here. And then I made it into this apartment. So I had my guys, they built this whole room. And I've shown this before. So when I come to town, I stay in here. I'm doing the laundry. I got a little washing machine over there. That thing is great. It's a combo unit. It'll wash and dry. Smell the sink here. I just did a little laundry there on the bed. That's why it's close on the bed. And I just use the same stuff that's around the shop. Just a little cleaner. All right. Got an air fryer. Got a little stovetop there. Microwave. Right. Let's see what Bob keeps in the fridge. I know you're dying to know. Let's see. I got some Haagen-Dazs. I got some Ben & Jerry's. Got some onion rings, some skillet meals, some tater tots, some pot pie, some frozen bread. Let's see what's in the fridge. I know what's in the fridge. Nothing. There's some butter, some Jello, some 5-Hour Energy, some lemonade, All right, I got some snacks. This shit's been here so long, it's probably turned to rocks. People are like, what is all this junk food? I don't even really eat it. I'll buy this stuff because it seems like a good idea, and then I never eat it. It turns into a brick. Let's see what's in here. Got some SpaghettiOs. I love SpaghettiOs. Come on, they're good. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna have? Frito pie. I got some chili, I got some Fritos. Frito pie, y'all. I don't have any cheese, though. Not much in here. All right, washing machine's going crazy. There's the bathroom. I have a purple door. I thought it was funny. What do you think of the Videobob toilet? You like it? As seen on screen machines. So that's the bathroom. I take a shower in there, shave, straighten my beard. Here's my office. It's under construction. We're clearing it out. It's like it's just a mess. All right. TV. This is where I watch YouTube. This is where I watch stuff. There's another Mr. Fusion up there. I forgot about that one. I'm using it as a decoration. There's my Eames chair. Oh, I got crud all over my chair. I set down a box and I got dirty. But you got to have an Eames chair wherever you are. Always. So yeah, I got my pillowcase in the washing machine. That's why my pillow's off of there. I had the bed made and it looked nice. And then I put laundry on it. So now it looks like I'm a slob. Well, I am a slob. Check these out. These are very Videobob shoes. These are Christian Louboutin. These are size 15, y'all. Bob's got some big feet. It's getting dark. There's a pile of trash. So my goal is I want to repaint this whole building. I'm going to have awnings built for these new doors. We're clearing out this warehouse. I'm going to have a huge garage sale over here. So I'll post that and that'll be public on my Facebook page. Everything here in this middle section is going to be sold in the garage sale. It's all Trans Am stuff that needs to go. Random things. This is all Knight Rider stuff that we need to put onto cars. You know, we're building these Knight Rider cars that haven't been built. It's my forklift. That thing hasn't budged in a while. So yeah, that's a tour of the stuff. I know you probably spotted it back there. It's not for sale. We haven't built this gosh darn thing in forever. It's my '59 Cadillac. That's gonna be my Ghostbuster car, and we're gonna do it all in one blitz. And I got another one back there. It's a '60, so we're gonna get this done. This car just needs. We're gonna have there's plastic everywhere. Gosh darn. That's gonna cause a fall. I'm gonna have them come out. They're gonna water blast this whole thing, strip it down to the metal. We're gonna go through, fill in all the holes, replace all the glass, fix all the bodywork, have entirely new interior built, put an LS motor in it. I'm thinking about putting in a Cadillac motor. I want to put in like an LSA, you know, like a CTSV motor, really hot rodded, for like 600 horsepower. We got to fix all this bodywork. There's a little bit of rot, not much, but just a couple of holes. The entire interior has to be done. All this stuff in here. Windshield needs to be mounted. Get all this glass done. This will be a brand new car when we're finished. May not look like it now, but when this car's finished, it'll be glorious. It won't look like this. We'll probably do a whole documentary about it when we do it. And then this whole building's going to get refurbished. It looks like heck. We're going to repaint the whole thing. We're going to redo the roof. We're going to make nice little awnings. We're going to clean up the parking lot. We're going to do a lot to it. This building's probably worth almost $1 million, believe it or not. So it's sort of my like retirement. I'm going to rent it out. I'm trying to get these plastic sheets out of the way. There we go. So that's kind of the plan with the building, is that I'll either rent it or sell it. And then I'll liquidate a bunch of these cars. I mean, that thing's probably going to worth 300 grand, you know. And so I'll put together a couple of $1 million worth of buildings and cars, and I'll chill. That's basically the plan. I'm just going to, you know, put all this stuff together and then sell it. I'm almost 50 years old. I'll be 50 years old next year. So I'm planning my retirement. I'm going to live in Vegas. I'll still build a car here and there. I'll still do this and that. I'm not dead yet. I'll spend more time on my YouTube, But I wanna get out of Dallas. I do want to get rid of this building. It's gonna be another year or two though. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I do want to get out of here. So, and then we'll be done. We'll be all done with it. Did you get everything out of it?
Yeah.
This fridge is broke. There it goes. Fridge wasn't working. Yeah, I told him, I said, you know, that fridge is junk. We'll just put something else in this space. This space. And so, what did they do with all the junk that was on the fridge? Oh, there it is. The pictures we had and things. Oh, so much stuff. So much stuff. You know, when you have a shop like this, especially for as long as I've been here, I've been in this space since 2010. So 13 years. And it's like, you take for granted that you have this space. And so you're at the flea market, you're buying something. You're like, sure, I got plenty of space. I'll buy it. Sure. You put your boxes up in the loft. You just have space. And you just end up with too much stuff. That's what happens. And so I've been doing the math on what it costs to move it versus throw it away or sell it. And believe it or not, the cheapest solution that's the most profitable is just to throw it away. See, it costs me $1,500 worth of gas every time I make a round trip here because of Bidenomics. Used to be half that. And if I go buy a shipping container, those are like $3 or $4 grand plus moving it. So it's going to cost me like $5 just to move stuff to Vegas and then put it in a shipping container. And do I even want to store that stuff? I also have to pay these guys a handsome penny just to move it. Then I have to pay for a dumpster. So I've done the math, and when you add up the value of the stuff, and then you argue the cost of moving it and storing it, and then you argue selling it. There's a lot of this stuff that by the time you list it, sell it, have a fee for selling it, pay for shipping and that time, and pay for that amount of effort, you end up losing money. So the cheapest solution for most of the stuff is to throw in the dumpster. Sad, huh? But at least I'm done with it. Just done with it. Sometimes, you know, if you ever watch these hoarder shows, you know, I'm not a hoarder, but I am, I take advantage of having space and keeping stuff. So I don't want to do that anymore. I want to get rid of all these things that I don't need and turn them into space. When I first moved into this space, if you go back, have you been watching my show Screen Machines? I know I'm plugging it. Screen Machines is on Amazon Prime and coming soon to Tubi. When we did that show in 2014, almost 10 years ago, look at this same room that we were in and how clean it was. Now, it was just so nice and clean. It was just so great. And you go back, and when I go back and watch the show, I'm like, wow, look at the place and how much has changed. There it is from the first episode. There's the dinosaur. We put the baby in the dinosaur's mouth. Still there after all this time. It's still there since episode 1. Funny. Haven't touched it since. All right, guys. You guys always wanted an update. Here's your update. So there it is. People like it when I do these blogs. It's funny. So I took you on an update tour. It's probably been a year or more since I've done that, or more, probably 2. Now you've had an update. So there it is. If you liked what you saw, if this is your first time, go check out Screen Machines on Amazon Prime.
Sweep out.
I'd say most of this food should go in the trash if it's not been refrigerated very well.
Oh, no, I got it.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh, I mean the ketchup and that's.
Well, I mean, like that Hot Pocket's probably been in there for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, that hot pocket, yeah, that is bad.
Yeah, we threw out a bunch of it already.
Yeah, I'd throw out that Hot
Yeah,
Pocket.
this one is bad, yeah.
Hot Pocket.
My name is Videobob Moseley. I create the coolest movie car replicas you've ever seen.
This is the Night Industries 2000, also known as KIT.
Remember, one man can make a difference.
There's no job too big.
These guys want a custom vehicle designed for the dinosaur park.
The Jurassic Jeep! Yes!
Or detail too small.
We need you to make us an Ecto.
The Ghostbusters Ecto 1 is one of the most iconic movie cars of all time.
For my motley crew of obsessed film freaks.
We're gonna get to do the Scarface car.
Say hello to my little friend.
It's gonna take me and all my crew working 24 hours a day to get this thing done. Everybody, come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. All right, Chi-Chi, let's bring this thing out. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is cool. Yeah! Showtime.
This is Screen Machines.